with some options here on 4th and inches. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time
and across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
We good. Here we go.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lock in.
50-50.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
Yep.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, wrong fucking button.
53, Mike. Hit that like button, though.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Just got to get right.
Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get right, my time.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We good.
Let's go.
Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
We good.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 60 Bobcats.
We good.
Bobcats. Hawk 70. Go.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
We good.
First catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Let me get that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And we all were just trying to lock in.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
We good.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a
See
foot.
what we
That
got.
was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This time, right here.
Again, it's Purdy throwing. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they were able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Yeah, we are coming to give you a whoop.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Stafford's throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We good.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. SOS. SOS.
Hey.
SOS. SOS.
White.
SOS.
Yes, sir.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
We get that. Oh, come on.
Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first
Middle, middle,
half.
middle. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here we go.
And middle, middle, middle. Look behind you.
Again, it's Stafford.
That's out.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
We good.
Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
180. Mike 57. Here we go, D.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Yes, sir. And that is a fact, too. See.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get that ball.
Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
Here we go.
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him. Slam.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Higby secures it over the middle. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Tighten up, D. We ain't got to do it, but tighten up. He want to take 8 years in the huddle.
Ready.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Switch up. Mike's by 4. Coming to you. 22.
Throwing to Stafford. Fighting
Oh, yeah.
zone. He lost the
Good.
football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this
football
game
now.
has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's just me and you.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This time they stay on the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Go ahead, kick it short.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Off the play action. Here's Stafford.
Get that out of here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
We good.
Oh, that's into double coverage. Intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do? What's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I go press my button.
Bravo 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 13. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
You good?
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
You good?
Touchdown, 49ers.
See what I'm saying?
George Kittle, 57 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Sick of this.
That certainly went against the...
Oh, ain't no quitting. Ain't no quitting. You must be changing your...
No, I'm trying to resume the game.
Oh, you trying to change your audibles? I thought you were trying to change your audibles.
Come on. Girl, stop.
I thought you were trying to change your audibles.
Ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Sick of this. Sick of this.
Gold to add the extra point.
Get over there!
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Sick of this.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Right.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
And you got some work to do with that little bit of zero you got on the board. Now, you got some work to do with that little bit of zero you got on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Give me that.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Sick of this.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, they'll help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? At least you could keep fire on the dance when they were catching the football. Someone would stop and bang on the team along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 5 now. Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out to the sideline and make a catch.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gold with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in the league, we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it. Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, this is a serious one.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle.
House call.
And he's got it. Touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
We are furious today.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Take that tight.
Hey, alert three, alert three.
Good.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
This might not be the right beat, but we're going to try it.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
To the air again, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
This pick.
Second and 11 now.
54 Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Hey, 70!
This pick.
Now it's Stafford. Robinson's got it.
Get off the field.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Tighten up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. 53, ready. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Oh, pick.
Come on, D.
Yep.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Mike, 54.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
That's how it hurt. But we good, though.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Check it back.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. Every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. I'm coming. 45 the Buffalo 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Check 45 to Mike.
On first down, it's Purdy. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by to Sean Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble.